Hello, everyone. I'm sitting here with the board of directors of Summit School of the Poconos, and we all wanted to take a moment to introduce ourselves to all of you because we are so excited about all of the work that we do, the school that we've been building and working on for 6 years, and the charter school that's coming up very soon. We hope so. We're all going to introduce ourselves. We're going to give you a little sense of who we are, what we do, why we do it, and then we'll just go from there. We'll do a few different videos like this so we can talk about all of the amazing things that we do together as a team and that the school does. So to start off tonight, I'll just introduce myself. I'm Katherine Hernandez. I am the principal of Summit School of the Poconos, and I've been an educator for 15 years. I'm a mother of 2 kids who both went to Summit School of the Poconos, and I just absolutely love everything that we do at the school, and I love these people right here. So let's get to them. We're gonna start with the officers of the board, beginning with our board president, Jen Olson.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jen Olson. I'm the board president. I'm one of the original founders of Summit School, as are some of my other fellow board members here. And let's see, this has been maybe a 6.5-year journey for us now. I actually have a background not in education, but in finance. I spent almost 20 years as a financial advisor, which I loved. I had a lot of clients that I loved, but I actually left that profession several years ago to write full time, which is something else that I love. And then I got pulled away from that to help start Summit School. So I have spent the last 6+ years full time plus all day, sleepless nights, trying to grow this school, build this school. I'm lucky to be surrounded by a lot of other great people doing the same thing, but it's just become a very important mission for us to bring this to Monroe County to as many kids as we can possibly touch who need us. So that's my story.
Yeah, and I would just add, it is no joke when she says all day long, sleepless nights, all of it. I'm constantly sending texts to board members, especially Jen, and she's always responsive. So thanks, Jen. And our vice president is also always there for us, Stacie Golin.
Hi there, my name is Stacie Golin. I am also a founder of the school. I have also been with the school for, I guess since I'm a founder, 6.5 years, thinking about how we can bring different kinds of education to meet everyone's needs in the county. I am actually a sociologist. I'm one of those GISTs that you had to take in college. And for those who don't know what a sociologist is, I study organizations. So one of the things that drew me to this school is I was looking for an educational home for my kids. That wasn't just about learning the basics, but was also about teaching them how to be citizens and stewards of our democracy. So when I met this amazing group of people and they were talking about things like restorative justice and full participation of all students, I just knew I had to be part of the group. So I try and use the expertise that I have, both as a sociologist and as a professor. I'm a professor at a local community college, and to try and contribute to hoping to build a better world.
And I am so glad you're here, Stacie. Thank you. Next, we have Nicole Elwood, who is another one of our founders.
Hi. My background is different. So I started life in the sciences. I was a physicist and did some different things, education. One of my masters is in science teaching. And now I'm a business owner. So now I predominantly teach yoga and meditation, but I've done a whole bunch of different things. And I personally would like to see a school where children enjoy their day, where they're engaged by learning, because they love it. They love to learn. We all know it. And my kids and all kids, I think, should have this opportunity. So I, like everybody else, we can probably stop saying this. Once we met each other, we just start drawing each other in, because our enthusiasm is palpable, our skill set is just top notch, and it's just an organization I'm very proud to be a part of. So thank you. Oh, and Jennifer Olson, as well as Miss Katherine Hernandez, are published authors. They're not telling you that. Just thought I'd mention it.
Thank you, Ms. Nicole. And Nicole served as the first director of Summit School of Poconos.
Yes, I did. That was, talk about exciting, like creating something and then opening and starting with all these kids. How exciting, right, Katherine?
Oh my gosh, it was great. I still remember the day when you and I met for my interview, and you and I talked for, I don't even know how long. We were just, it was kismet. It was wonderful.
A long time. And I tell you what, and that day I walked home and I told my husband that I've just met the director of Summit School. She doesn't know it yet. No, she doesn't, and I don't know when. It's not today. She needs to teach first, but she's the next director. So go me.
A visionary. Wonderful.
Yeah.
One of our other officers is Deborah Boyle. Hi, Deb.
Hi, I'm a certified public accountant. I'm probably the most boring person professionally on the board. And I had the honor of providing professional services to Summit School in its infancy to gain tax exempt status under the rules of the Internal Revenue Service and public charity status with the state charities board. And so obviously I made sure in my professional gift that the school is a tax exempt organization. The people who are paid are the employees. All these folks, all these wonderful folks I have learned to love like family, are doing all of this without pay, and including not being reimbursed for half the stuff they bring in and give to the school and do. And the important thing to me was in the process of working with the school in its infancy was that while I don't have school-age children, I was a school-age child, and I could see as it grew that, gosh, I wanted to go to that school. I felt like if this school had been there when I was a kid, I could have been, I don't know, vice president of the United States if I could have had this opportunity, because I was one of those children who really did not do well in a big environment and structure and all that. So when I left the firm, I was again honored to join this board and do everything I can to keep this ball rolling and to keep this school moving forward for all the good reasons, like the future that we touch. Thank you.
And to bring lots of humor to this team and our meetings. So Deborah might say she's boring, but she is one funny woman and she makes our meetings fun. So there's that. Let's move on to the chair of our governance committee, John McKissick.
Thank you, Katherine. And I do the governance committee as mentioned, and I also serve on the finance committee. A little bit about myself. I work for ICE, which is a Fortune 500 company that designs, builds, and operates digital networks to connect people to opportunity. My role in particular sits with the ICE Bonds organization, where we're trading corporates, municipals, CDs, or any other fixed income products you could think of. But I focus on developing financial technology that provides our customers access to tools that help increase market transparency and operational efficiencies. I can't say enough about the people that I've met here. It's been clear the need for some additional schools in the area, and my kids have done very well here and they've excelled. And while we have a lot of accomplished people in here, I know Deb said she was the most boring, but I like to think that I can rival that. I'm probably one of the least educated people here. But I'd like to think that I can add value. It's nice to be around, prestigious business owners, authors, teachers, professors, you know, lawyers. And it's just been an incredible experience, and just the type of thing that I really look forward to doing. And again, to echo what Katherine said, this is something we do because we believe in. Not a person here on this screen, with the exception of teachers, gets anything in return. Nothing in return. Nothing. And I just want to hit on that because I think that's a very important thing. To say that's how much we believe in the community and how much we want to see it grow. Thank you, Katherine.
I would just follow that up with, I am the one person who is an employee of the school. I am a non-voting member of this board, but everyone else here is volunteering time, and a lot of it, but a lot more than time. Everyone here really, really volunteers a lot of heart, a lot of passion, a lot of guidance for me and the team at the school, and they're just invaluable. I did forget to mention that Deborah Boyle also chairs our finance committee. So, moving on to our human resources, the committee chair, Karen Long.
Hi. So I started out as a parent. I started out with my 2 kids and looking for a better place for them to go, because I woke up one day and was like, my kids can't think for themselves. And I was looking for a place that I didn't have to tell my kids to pick up their socks. They just did it. And so I found Summit School, and it was an amazing fit, and it was amazing. It was just an amazing place for my kids. And I met all of these amazing people and ended up on the board. And it's one of the best things that I have ever done and continue to do. I'm a born entrepreneur, always have been. I've worked for a lot of corporations. I've worked in a lot of different things, owned my own business, done a lot of things. So I really like being on this board, number one, helping build, you know, where we're going, because I use my entrepreneurial skills, my business skills, everything that I've kind of learned up along the way to try to help us take those next steps. But I don't know, I just love it, and I can't imagine doing anything else right now.
And that's pretty impressive given how busy your life is, Karen.
It's, you know, when you like doing stuff, it's not, you know, you just do it because you like it. It's not a chore.
Yeah. Plus you bring us guacamole.
I do.
Can I give 5 thumbs up for that?
Yes, oh my goodness. So this school currently is tuition based, and we do need a lot of fundraising. We need a lot of community outreach. And Bryn Gillow is one of our founding members who has done an unbelievable amount of heading up the fundraising stuff. So Miss Bryn.
Yes, hi, I'm Dr. Bryn Gillow, and I have no background with education or any of this because I'm a chiropractor. So I'm also the supplier of chocolate to the board. So I grew up in Germany, and school systems are very different over there. Small little example, kids have recess twice a day, every day, no matter what grade they're in. And when I moved over here and hearing that there's no recess for kids in middle school and high school, I was just flabbergasted and decided, no, I can't have that for my kids. So that's why I'm proud to say that I'm a founding member of the school. Was there literally from day one with Jen and Stacie and Nicole, and it's been quite the journey. And my kids, they do so fantastic at the Summit School. So one of the big things that was really important to me was that there is much more movement, and that there is movement not just in the classroom, that they go outside and all of that, because it helps people think. Their spines need to move, you know, because it helps them learn. It actually makes learning so much more effective. So that's, you know, one of the things that I'm so passionate about with the school. And that's why I don't mind spending my time that I'm not running my business in my office and helping with the fundraising and supporting the school in whichever way I can. I do want to quick disagree with John though, because you said we're not being, you know, we don't get anything for being on the board. I do. I get so much joy and so much pleasure out of this, because I know when I go to bed at night that I contributed something really good. And to me, that is so much more worth than the financial compensation, which, you know, yes, we don't get any of that. And that's totally okay by me, because I know at the end of my life, I'm going to look back and say, I'm proud of my family and chiropractic, but I'm also extremely proud of what we've accomplished with the Summit School and what will be Summit Charter School. So
that's an excellent point. You know, but you're absolutely right. The personal fulfillment is why we do it.
Yes.
You know, if you went out and you just asked people to commit to, you know, 15, 20, 30 hours of work on top of anything that they're doing to try and help school become a reality, you're probably not going to be met with the type of success that we have here as a board. And it is very fulfilling.
Exactly.
I do it for the chocolate, but okay.
And the guacamole.
And that's why I love you, Debbie.
So thank you so much, Bryn. That was really beautiful. Sticking with just the fundraising crew, Barbara Fredericks, another one of our board members, has done so much in that arena as well. So Barbara.
I was trying to unmute myself. My name is Barbara Fredericks, and I've been a board member for 3 years. I became involved with the school because of my grandson, and it's been an education for me over the last 3 years as well. I've learned a lot through being on this board about the school, what the school stands for, what the school does. Going with what Debbie said, it was definitely the type of school that I should have gone to. I would have succeeded much more than I did in a regular school. And I can't say enough about the board members that I've had the pleasure of meeting and working with over the last 3 years. They've been an inspiration to me, and it's been a great 3 years. So I just want to thank you all, and I'm looking forward to the future and becoming a charter school.
Thank you so much, Barbara. We're so glad that you're here. Appreciate that. So the school, of course, the board has all these committees. One of those committees is the education committee, and the education committee gets together frequently to help the entire team of teachers and me just, it's our think tank. It's where we get to really think things through and kind of reflect on how our practice is helping our students or not, and what can we be doing differently. And Lauren Thompson has been on that committee for years and is such a force. So I will let Lauren speak about herself.
Thank you, Catherine. My name is Lauren Thompson. I have bachelor's and master's in the science realm, and I currently work at a pharmaceutical company in the area. I've been there for 14 years, I think now. My experience is kind of not all over the place, but mainly in science, laboratories, quality assurance, training and development, but for adults. And I began my experience with SSP as a parent. My son went to the school. He was having difficulty in the traditional public school. We brought him over to Summit, and we're fortunate enough to be able to do so. And I just saw his immense growth and success that he had there in just one single year with their movement-rich environment. He was able to move, and their restorative practices that when we started talking or hearing about the potential to go charter to impact more children and give more families the opportunity to experience Summit in Monroe County, I just knew I wanted to be a part of that. So that's when I, became a board member and have been ever since. So I'm just really passionate about education for all people, adults and children, and feel as though everyone can be successful if they're provided the right opportunities and the right environment. And right now, as a private school, we can't necessarily offer that to every family in Monroe County based on income levels and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the future of Summit and its potential to become a charter school so that all students and all families in Monroe County can experience the same amazing support and environment that
my family has.
Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you so much, Lauren. And speaking of just having a school that's just right for kids who need it or kids who want to be there, I'm going to move over to Joe Farda so you can talk a little bit about your role on the board and whatever else you want to share.
Thank you, Catherine. My name is Joe Farda. My family has been involved in the Poconos since the early 1950s, as far as business as well as community. And Summit School, I see is a great community. My son has been going here a couple of years now, and he's just thrilled to be there. He has some needs, and he was very not too social, but now he's social with all the kids, and he never knew a student's name until he came to Summit School. Now all of a sudden, he knew everybody's name, and I say, "Who is that?" And he would always say, "I don't know who that person is." So he gets it. He's involved, and he likes it. But that's only part of it. The part of it is I'm thrilled to be part of the board. I feel I can bring some good management skills. We've been managing what I've been involved with my whole life, and just as my family's been around for decades, I look forward to starting something where the Summit School of the Poconos, the Summit Charter School, is going to be around for decades. And to touch on a little bit what Lauren said about, the school and how it makes, it'd be so nice to have an opportunity. People ask me, where's my son go to school? I say Summit School. And then I tell them about it. And they're like, wow, that sounds great. That sounds great. And they says, but is it a private school? And that's where, I wish I could afford that. So it would be so great to turn people on to say, yeah, this is available to everybody. So that really gets me excited. And again, so proud to be involved with everyone here. And it's really an honor to be part of the board.
So, and that's so true. We get people calling the school all the time too, seeing if they can afford to come to our school. And it's such a sad thing when we discover that the tuition is an obstacle. And helping us with our outreach in the community very often, one of our board members does a lot of work for us with social media because she's a digital whiz. So Desiree McGuire.
Hello. I am Desiree McGuire. I am a lifelong resident of Monroe County. I work for the electric utility company in the data analytics and IT realm. I've been doing data analytics for about 15 years now. So I have a very strong background in STEM, and that was one of the big draws to Summit School for me, was the focus on STEM, which really builds critical thinking and innovation in children. And then also that entrepreneurial spirit to really explore and dive in. And Summit School really encourages ownership of your education. The kids really take the lead, which is really great to see that independence and watch the kids flourish. And my kids have just loved their time at Summit. As a lifelong member of Monroe County, I have been a huge supporter of school choice. And it's unfortunate that we don't have a lot in our area. And like Joe said, a lot of times it's a financial obstacle for people to attend Summit School. And I just am so passionate about Summit becoming a charter school so that we can make this educational model available to all members of our community, regardless of their socioeconomic background.
Thank you so much, Desiree. So I saved, people say save the best for last. I don't know, everyone here is the best to me, but Brett brings not only more humor, which is really, really needed in these very serious conversations we're always having, but a really, really great sense of what's possible. And Brett will introduce himself and share more, but he also brings a great sense of what's legal. So Brett, go ahead.
I feel like I should start with a disclaimer. My name is Brett Reigel. I'm the puppy on the board. I joined at the tail end a few years ago. My background from the standpoint of what I do for a living is I'm an attorney. But education has been central in my life because both of my parents were teachers. My father was actually the regional field director for the teachers union. And so I grew up with education being center at the dinner table, and to some degree, I guess, learning how to negotiate as well from day number one. Then I worked in law school for the teachers union, and as I came out into private practice in Monroe County, I spent some time on the board of directors of another now charter school in the area. And so education is something that has just run deep for me. I can blame Dr. Gillow for bringing me to this august body. And what I'm going to tell you about it from my standpoint, humor aside, talking about what we get out of it aside, you won't find a group of people that are more committed to your children's education and experience. And if you want a little tiny bit of proof of that, you should know that this is being recorded at 7:30 on a Friday night. I don't think there's anything else that tells you what you need to know. Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you, Brett. I appreciate everyone. And so I'm going to now just pass it over to Jen to talk a little bit about next steps for all of us.
Thanks, Catherine. So as Catherine said, this is the first video. I think she said this is the first video in a series of several videos that we will do. This is probably the longest one because, so if you've made it this far, we thank you for sticking with us. We wanted to give everybody a little bit of time to introduce themselves. Our goal was to let you understand a little bit more about who these people are that are putting this school together and why we're doing it and what this school is about. And then we want to, talk about different kinds of subjects, that related to Summit School as we move forward. So keep an eye out on social media for more videos coming soon in the coming weeks. One of the things I do just want to mention, because a couple people said this, we will likely never be able to provide a Summit School education to every student in Monroe County who wants it. Maybe we will, but we will have a capped enrollment. And so far we have over 700 pre-enrollments into Summit Charter School. Over 700 forms have been sent in for students who are interested in attending, or parents who are interested in having their children attend this school. We only have 360 seats available in our first year, and we will max out in year 9 at 1,300 students for the whole school, which is representative of 100 students per grade. So I did just want to put that out there. We're really trying to open up this opportunity to more people, to touch more people. I am also a lifelong resident of Monroe County, and I have heard so many times, we don't have school choice. We need school choice. We're trying. It's not easy. We put our heads down. We put one foot in front of the other. Any community support that we can get, we want it. We need it. We love it. We thank you for supporting us so far, and just keep watching. And if you feel that we need more school choice, I would encourage anyone to follow the path that we have followed. We are more than willing to help and give information, but Monroe County really, really needs this. We are very isolated in the lack of options that are available to residents, and we really hope to see that change. So thanks for spending some time with us tonight. And I'm thanking all of my fellow board members for being here on a Friday night and for everything that they do every day. And even though Catherine does get paid, she is invaluable to us. She's also been with us since day one. And it's a really great group of people. So have a good night, everybody.